Hi there, Sunil Wadhwa with MedX Prime CEO founder. We're doing a national reach out to many of our great leaders around the country, and this morning I've got Belinda Gainey from Jacksonville, Florida. Man, thank you so much for being on the call here this morning, Belinda. It was such a pleasure to meet you last week as I did my 10-city, 10-day tour, and boy, we had a fantastic meeting there, and I welcome you to our team, and thank you for catching our vision. That's really what this is all about. We've got a cause, a very important cause. And so, Belinda, share a little bit about your background with everybody that's watching.
Oh, Sunil, thank you for having me and for coming up to Jacksonville and doing such a great job with this team down here. Um, my background's been in healthcare for 20, I don't even want to say how long, plus years.
You
We'll
started
leave
when
it
you're,
at that.
you started when you're 12.
Yeah, I did. So I've always worked in a hospital environment and just have really been blessed to have done so many components of it, all of it more administrative than clinical. My last position, though, was really probably one of the most challenging was medical staff services. So I wrote special criteria for procedures. I conducted bylaws meetings, rewrote the whole hospital bylaws, ran the executive committee, and 720 something physicians or healthcare providers. So it was a real challenge, and I really, really loved it. And it's just brought me, out. Then I actually left that position and started in community relations for a hospital, and then that led me into home health sales, which is where I'm currently working now.
Nice. You got a couple years in the whole medical environment, huh?
A few.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're so excited to have you because of your background. You're going to be able to help a lot of our people. I know that you've joined our CT program, a certified training program, and you're going to be taking further lead roles with our company, not only in Florida, but around the country to help a lot of our reps. We have a lot of excitement. We have a lot of great people like yourself that have that medical background in some capacity. But we also have a lot of people that have caught our vision that don't know how to spell the word doctor, so to speak, right? They're passionate. They know a lot of doctors, but they wouldn't know what to say to a doctor about what we're doing. Although our concept is pretty relatively simple, but they're going to need folks like you, and so we're really excited to have you on board. Share a little about why you're excited about PGX. Why after 8 years that this thing has been around, which
Yeah,
frustrates me, as you know, just
I'm
drives me
sure.
bananas that this has been around for 8 years, and yet 90 to 95% of the doctors haven't implemented it. But why are you excited about PGX?
Well, there's several reasons, First of all, it's the test is absolutely amazing. The ability to help people in such a dynamic way with their health is. I've got personal experiences myself with adverse drug reactions.
I did not know that. I'm sorry to hear
Yeah,
that.
I actually did. I had to be on a medication for pituitary adenoma to shrink it. That medication built up a toxicity in my body, and there was no way to tell when that level would reach when it would reach too high. So what would happen is I would become very, very, very sick quickly,
Mm,
and I could be in the middle of work. I could be driving down the interstate.
mm,
I would have to pull over, go through this whole bout of it, and it took quite a few years of being on the medication to shrink the tumor, and for the doctors to tell me, oh, by the way, you're building up a toxicity to it, we need to cut back. So it's a long story, but that's one of the reasons. Of course, my mother had personal experiences with her. She had some anesthesia, didn't come out of it. They gave her some medication afterwards that she was allergic to. We spent 3 months recovering her from that
wow.
because it caused a stroke. And then I have a sister who passed away with cancer, and I watched her go through so many trials and errors in a 3 month period that if this test had been available, what it could have saved her in suffering, it just is immeasurable. So that's a personal passion that I have for it. Aside from that, it's an incredible opportunity to be a part of such an organization to spread this news to people is a blessing, and that's everyone wants to make a difference. Really, at the end of the day, our family, the love we have in our life, we want to make an impact, and we want to contribute, and it's an opportunity to contribute to society. Knowledge that they have this at their fingertips, and a lot of people don't know about it. So it's a very exciting time.
Well, we're very proud of our certainly our opportunity, and humbly speaking, we've created a brilliant business model but that's not really where the focus is for I know you and all of us. I mean, the old adage is so true. When you do the right thing, the money will come automatically.
It's true.
And that's really how we feel. I mean, we have to get out there with great people like you and get this message out to every doctor and shake them up, frankly. We got to, like, I'd slap them around a little bit, because after 8 years, there's no
Yeah.
reason why every doctor in this country, every doctor in this world hasn't incorporated this within their practice. And I'm so looking forward to having you out there in Jacksonville and Florida, and helping
Thank
all of
you.
us around the country. Thanks so much for taking a few minutes of your time, Belinda.
You're welcome, Sunil. Have a great day.
Thank you, my dear. Bye bye.
Bye.